If you think spending more automatically equals better gaming headphones, well, think again. I reviewed the Meze 105 AER earlier this year and concluded that expensive headphones are, in fact, amazing for gaming. Not only do they provide a sound that most gaming headsets can only dream of, they can also be super comfortable. There are a few caveats, but if a premium audio experience is your primary goal, then audiophile headphones are the way to go when talking about gaming. The 105 AER, outside of a sale, costs about $400 US or $800 Australian, which is quite a bit more expensive than many high-end gaming headsets. But what happens when you spend more than that? Twice as much to be specific? Is the experience twice as good? The short answer is no. The proper answer though is full of nuance, and to provide that nuance, I want to talk about the Meze 109 Pro. I'll discuss how it compares to the 105 AER and why, even though it may not be twice as good, it still offers an exceptional gaming experience. Alright, a couple of things to clarify before I go on. This isn't going to be a comprehensive review of the Meze 109 Pro. The TLDR is that it's an excellent headphone that's highly rated in the audio community, and there are plenty of detailed reviews that discuss the performance with music. If you want to get the full lowdown on the 109 Pro, I've linked a couple of videos below from channels I watch myself. What I want to discuss is if the 109 Pro is a good fit for gaming, if it's better than the 105 AER, and most importantly, if there's any point in spending this kind of money on something to play games, especially if you aren't deep in the audio hobby. This was sent out to me by Meze to review, but like the rest of my videos, all opinions are my own, and I haven't received any kickbacks other than the opportunity to have a play with this headphone. So thanks Meze, now let's get into it. The 109 Pro is an open-back, over-ear wide analog headphone, which means it has none of the features you might find on a wireless headphone or gaming headset, like noise cancelling or a microphone. It comes with two cables, a short and a long cable, it comes with a case, and you get a 6.3mm adapter. Unlike some premium headphones, it's easy to drive. You can plug this into a controller, a phone, or a handheld and it will work just fine. If you want to pair it with an amp, that'll definitely unlock its full potential, but it's not essential. Okay, so real quick, why is the 109 Pro so much more expensive than the 105 AER? Basically, it comes down to the materials and the level of engineering that goes into a product like this. The 109 Pro has better drivers and is generally built from more premium materials, such as the wood ear cups which improve acoustic performance. But it's really the R&D and the time it takes to create something like this that costs the most. I'm oversimplifying, of course. There's a better, more detailed answer here, but I'm not really qualified to explain it, and that's not the point of this video. The 109 Pro has a warm tuning, but it's definitely more neutral than the 105. It still has a fun sound, with crisp highs, detailed mids, and bass when it's needed. This makes them a flexible audio solution for enjoying lots of different types of games. There's a lot of qualities that this headphone does exceptionally well, but the three things that I think are especially good for gaming are imaging, detail, and soundstage. Detail is fairly self-explanatory. It means the headphone's ability to reproduce subtle nuances in audio, allowing you to hear intricate sounds that might otherwise go unnoticed. Imaging is what allows you to hear individual sounds and accurately locate them within a three-dimensional space. It lets you pinpoint the direction and distance of audio cues such as footsteps and gunfire, which is crucial for situational awareness. Soundstage is what gives you a sense of spaciousness and scale. A wide soundstage creates openness and depth, which is typically good for immersion, and this is arguably the biggest benefit of an open back design, something that most gaming headsets can't do because they're closed back. The 109 Pro's imaging, combined with its expansive soundstage, gives the sound a 3D-like quality. And when you add in the excellent detail retrieval, this makes it a perfect fit for games which require situational awareness. It's also a great fit for atmospheric games where sound plays a critical role. Horror games are where I think they really shine. Being able to hear every minute sound and the direction it's coming from makes for a pretty intense experience. This isn't just limited to scary games, of course. The enhanced spatial awareness will help you locate things in any 3D game and give you a more believable, immersive sound. Is the 109 Pro magnitudes better than the 105 AER doing this though? Honestly, for the average gamer, no. Unless you've been in the audio hobby for a while and know what to listen for, you'd be hard-pressed hearing the differences between the two. This is why, for most people, paying twice as much rarely delivers anywhere near twice the experience. Even if you do know what to listen for, the differences will be nuanced. Maybe those nuances are enough to justify the additional cost, but at this level of resolution, things start to become very subjective. Paying extra doesn't simply mean they sound better, it generally means they sound different, or to put it another way, they have a unique flavour. Some are warmer sounding, some are more clinical, some highlight certain details with more clarity, and so on. Bearing this in mind, I think the 109 Pro is a pretty accessible headphone. It's balanced, meaning that it excels in most areas, and I reckon most non-audiophiles will enjoy the way they sound. One last thing that makes the 109 Pro a really great fit for gaming is, well, the fit. They aren't the lightest headphones, but the level of comfort and the way they automatically adjust to the size of your head makes them one of the most comfortable headphones I've used to date. Coming back to the question at hand though, while I think the 109 Pro is an outstanding, mesmerising piece of equipment that for the right person will have a transformative effect on their gaming experience, this is the exception, not the rule. Not everyone, even purveyors of good audio gear, will appreciate what they do, and regardless of what you buy, spending twice as much will ultimately have diminishing returns. In all honesty, I think that between $300 and $400 US is probably the price ceiling on headphones if you're not an audio enthusiast. So yeah, while I can give the Meze 109 Pro a solid recommendation, and I do believe the hype that premium headphones work exceptionally well for gaming, I think this is only really true for people in the audio hobby who'll be able to appreciate the nuanced differences over the 105. For the vast majority though, while the 109 Pro is likely to sound good, great even, you don't need to spend this kind of money on audio equipment to have an incredible gaming experience. If you're still dead set on the best possible sound quality and want to experience all the qualities I mentioned earlier, so soundstage, imaging, immersion, and comfort, then the Meze 105 AER is the perfect alternative at half the price.